Hi guys, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do the Facebook card reveals for you all. So, if you were drawn to card 1, we're going into the energy of transformation. And it just sort of says here at the bottom, a fresh new way of living emerges. Now, I think this is almost a bit of an extension of the message that we had on sort of Monday, where I was talking a lot about being more conscious, looking at things that are sort of working, that are serving, and really owning the things that you know are not healthy, whether it's relationships with people, whether it's connections with food, types of behavior, types of habit, whatever it might be. So when we look at this as a fresh new way of living emerges, I just think that this is about really taking back purpose, power, control of your life and sort of, really reinvesting in yourself. So rather than sort of looking at all the things that aren't working or not going to plan, it's sort of shifting that focus and it's starting to really action and just own, the truth of your world. So if you know that there are things that cause anxieties or worries or stresses, move them away, move them along, redesign your life in the way that works and serves for you. So this is like the phoenix rising from the flames, and I just see it as, like I say, reinvestment, really believing in yourself and giving yourself permission to have the life that you really seek, that you really desire, that you really want to be part of, that you really want to have accessibility to. So if some of you feel like you're being conditioned by circumstance or experience, move out of that, rediscover, retransform, give yourself that permission, that acceptance to really vibrate on that highest frequency to have what you would like, because it's there for you if you want it. So quite an exciting time of rebirth as well as this transformation period if you've been drawn to card number 1. Now then guys, as we're moving into card number 2, we're going into the card of great adventure. And this just says here, take a risk, venture forward. And this is one of the main things I come across in readings. I think people are stuck in a lot of old cycles, a lot of old patterns, a lot of old limitations, a lot of old belief systems. So sometimes they have a vision, they have a focus, they have an idea of where they'd like to be going and what that next adventure is or what they would like it to be, but they're so caught up in fear, persecution, limitation, that they're almost holding themselves back. They're stopping themselves from having this great adventure. So if you are somebody that knows what you want as the next cycle, the next phase of your life, but you're holding yourself back deliberately because of worry about the outside world, or what people close to you are going to think, or if you're good enough to have the experience, give your head a bit of a wobble and just know that it's okay to sort of venture forward. It's okay to venture on this path. And quite often with the card of great adventures, even if you set off on one journey, it doesn't matter really if you don't end up in that particular destination, because sometimes, roads and the circle of life has a habit of giving us these curveballs or redirecting us on slightly different pathways. But it's far better to move forward than to just stay stuck and hope that things will change, because they won't. I always remember when I used to work in the bed shop, and there was a period of time where it was very dead, it was very quiet, and we didn't really see people that often. And we would have these mega high targets, and I just thought, oh my God, there's got to be more to life than just this. And Spirit used to say to me, that door is open at any point, you can walk through it. And I was so caught in fear because, it was quite good money that I was on and everything else. So I was like, no, I'll just put up with it. I was choosing to stay stuck. I was choosing to not move the boat forward. And as soon as I did, everything changed for the better, I might say. So sometimes we have to just be brave enough to sort of have that next adventure, to give ourselves permission to receive that. But it can go on to sort of create great things, So be brave, take that risk, venture forward, be brave enough to have that next wave of magic, because it's there for you if you want it to be. Sorry guys, coughing a little bit here. And then the final card, with card 3, we're going into a view from above. And it just sort of says here, get the bigger picture. So it could well be for some of you, if you've been drawn to this card, maybe you've been stuck in a little bit of tunnel vision. Maybe something's happened at the moment and you're looking at it very face on, very head on, and you can't perhaps see past it. So maybe what you're going through, it could seem quite aggressive, it could seem quite extreme, quite loud maybe at the moment. It just might feel quite consuming in your thoughts and feelings. And I suppose what this is suggesting and saying is move out of your ego, step aside, look at the bigger picture, gain some focus, gain some clarity, gain some perspective. Hence why we're going up into the hot air balloons and we're looking down on a situation. And you can do that energetically. If you're stuck in the middle of something, or if you're stuck with something and it feels really uncomfortable, go into a bit of a meditative state and just allow yourself to sort of see from that higher space of consciousness. Because when we do that, we can see the block, we can see the obstacle, but then by going higher up in our own consciousness, we can usually see the ways to overcome the hurdle, whatever is being presented to you. And there's usually more than one pathway, but sometimes we're in the thick of it, we can't always see past that. So it can be quite limiting, you know? So yeah, definitely get some perspective if you've been drawn to this card. That's what's being encouraged at the moment. So an interesting set of cards. I hope they resonate and make a bit of sense. I'm going to leave them with you. Stay safe, stay well, stay fabulous. Just a reminder, I think I'm down to like the last 4 tickets left for Radstock now, which is happening this Friday at Radstock Football Club. So come along there. It's going to be a great night. Come and get involved. I did Radstock earlier on in the year and it was a beautiful night, so can't wait to be back there. Mum will be there with her stall as well. And then Saturday I'm having a day off. See, putting boundaries in place, something I would never have done before. And then Sunday I am over at the beautiful Spire Hill Therapy Centre in Stallbridge, one of my absolute favourite places to work in, and I will be offering Violet Flame healing sessions, which is hands-on Reiki healing. It's £35 for half an hour, or it's £70 if you want to treat yourself to the full hour experience. I can do readings there as well, so if you don't want a healing session but you would really like a reading, we can also book that in. That's not a problem. So drop me a message. I have morning spaces left for Spire Hill. Be great to see some of you lovelies there if you're free on Sunday. So have a cool week, look after yourselves, and I will see you guys very soon. Love and blessings, take care, bye for now.